Tarountula and Spidops are debuting in Pokemon Go during the Enchanted Hollow event, and in this video we will be going through everything the event has to offer and the best tips to help you make the most of it. So the event runs from November 4th at 10 AM until the 9th at 8 PM local time, but what exactly does the event have to offer? Well, for the bonuses you will get 2 times XP from spinning Pokestops, you'll get 2 times lure module duration, and you'll have an increased chance of encountering shiny Paris and shiny Tarountula. Tarountula will be making its debut and you can evolve it into Spidops using 50 Tarountula Candy. But how can you get this Pokemon during the event? Well, luckily it will actually be available in the wild, alongside Paris, Tarountula and Nickit. Again, there will be other spawns but they haven't been listed, but they will most likely be other grass and bug types to fit the theme of the event. You will also be able to get Tarountula from Mossy Lure modules along with Paris, Tarountula, Cottony, Petalil, Carablast and Shelmet. It will also be available in 1-star raids alongside Paris and Tarountula. In 3-star raids will be Leavanny, Scolipede and Drampa. In 5-star raids will be Raikou, Entei and Suicune, and they will have a raid hour on the 5th at 6 PM. In Mega raids will be Mega Beedrill, Mega Pinsir and Mega Heracross. In 5-star Shadow raids will be Shadow Latios, and in Max battles will be Max Inkay. In field research you will be able to encounter Paris, Tarountula, Cottony, Carablast, Shelmet and rarely Drampa. There will also be collection challenges rewarding XP and Tarountula encounters, and there'll be a $2 timed research available that will reward a Mossy Lure module, 2 incense, 3 lucky eggs and encounters with Paris, Tarountula, Drampa and Tarountula. The event announcement does also state, don't get lost in the woods, follow the glow to find event themed patches of forestry beneath Pokestops. Not sure exactly what this means, but it might just be some glowing forestry type aesthetic for the Pokestop that may spawn event themed Pokemon. Either way, I guess we'll find out soon enough. But with that said, which event Pokemon are most worth focusing on? Well, Paris and Tarountula don't really have any meta relevance, but they do have a shiny boost during this event, and the fact that they are available in pretty much every aspect of the event, including the wild, means it's a great time to shiny hunt them. Cottony doesn't have much meta relevance either, but it does historically see play in the Little Cup where it is ranked 60. Again, Carablast and Shelmet don't have any meta relevance, but they are useful in the fact that you can trade them to reduce their candy evolution cost down to 0. This is useful because you can mirror trade a load of them and evolve them for free during a 2 times evolution XP spotlight hour with a lucky egg active. And what about the new Tarountula and Spidops? Will they be any good in Pokemon Go? Well, Spidops is a pure bug type. It has a max CP of 1907, attack of 139, defense of 166 and stamina of 155, and it has access to these fast attacks and these charged attacks. Now this Pokemon isn't going to be much of a raid attacker, but it may see some play in the Great League, with it having 17 potential wins and 26 losses. It's not going to be up there with the best, but it could be an interesting spice pick. So for that reason it may actually be worth looking out for PvP IVs for Tarountula in the wild where it doesn't have an IV floor, because you are looking for IVs in this sort of region, with the rank 1 for Great League being 115-15. We also have Scolipede available in 3-star raids, and this Pokemon doesn't have any meta relevance currently, but it does have a Mega evolution that will be coming to the game in the future, and that could have some meta relevance. Currently it seems like it will fall short behind Pokemon like Mega Heracross, Pinsir and Beedrill in terms of bug type attacking, but with there being less competition in the poison type attackers, it will be up there with the best, behind only Pokemon like Eternatus, Mega Beedrill and Nihilego. So it's not a bad Pokemon to prepare for the future by getting a high IV Scolipede and some candy to power it up. Likewise, we do also have access to Drampa during this event, and it doesn't have any meta relevance currently, but like Scolipede it does have a Mega evolution coming at some point in the future. And whilst it doesn't seem likely that Mega Drampa will have much of an effect on the very competitive Dragon type, it may see some play if it gets better moves or certain moves are updated. We also have Raikou, Entei and Suicune available, and Raikou is the one you're going to want to go after because it is the 12th best electric type attacker with Thundershock and Wild Charge, and it's ranked 68 in the Master League. Also, the candy could be useful for the Max version if you have it, because it is the 3rd best electric type attacker for Max battles, and unlike Max Zapdos it doesn't need a legacy move to be at its best. Entei and Suicune however don't really have any meta relevance, and if you are going to raid Raikou it is weak to ground types only, so the best counters are Primal Groudon, Shadow Groudon, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Garchomp, Therian Landorus, Shadow Landorus, Shadow Mamoswine, Groudon, Shadow Excadrill and Shadow Rhyperior. For budget counters I would recommend Garchomp, Excadrill, Mamoswine, Rhyperior, Crocodile and Golurk. For Entei it is weak to ground, rock and water types, therefore the best counters are Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Mega Swampert, Shadow Kyogre, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Mega Blastoise, Mega Diancie, Shadow Rhyperior, and Therian Landorus. And for budget counters, I would recommend Rhyperior, Quaquaval, Greninja, Rampardos, Kingler, and Primarina. Suicune, on the other hand, is weak to Grass and Electric, therefore the best counters are Mega Sceptile, Regieleki, Shadow Raikou, Xurkitree, Kartana, Mega Manectric, Shadow Electivire, Therian Thundurus, Mega Rayquaza, and Zekrom. And for budget counters, you could use Electivire, Meowscarada, Roserade, Rillaboom, Magnezone, and Tangrowth. For each of these raid bosses, I would actually recommend 2+ trainers, but for Suicune, 3+ would be better. For the Mega Raids, Mega Beedrill is the 5th best Bug type with Bug Bite and X-Scissor, and it's the 5th best Poison type with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. Mega Pinsir is the 2nd best Bug type with Fury Cutter and X-Scissor, and Mega Heracross is the best Bug type with Struggle Bug and Mega Horn. It does also double up as the 2nd best Fighting type attacker with Counter and Close Combat. And do also note that Heracross is a regional Pokemon that is exclusive to Central and South America, Southern Florida, and Texas, so you might not even have one for your Pokedex yet. So out of the 3 Megas available during this event, I would prioritize Mega Heracross because it is the most relevant. However, Mega Beedrill would be a good one to have for a Poison type attacker as well. And do note as well that Weedle does have a Spotlight Hour on the day this event starts on the 4th of November at 6 PM, and each Weedle caught during this hour do have a chance of coming with some Beedrill Mega Energy. And if you do decide to raid these Mega Pokemon, Mega Beedrill is weak to Flying, Rock, Fire, and Psychic. The best counters for it are Mega Rayquaza, Shadow Mewtwo, Shadow Salamence, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Blaziken, Mega Salamence, Shadow Heatran, Shadow Moltres, Rayquaza, and Mewtwo. For budget counters, you could use Salamence, Chandelure, Staraptor, Rampardos, Braviary, and Rhyperior. For Mega Pinsir, it's weak to Fire, Flying, Electric, Ice, and double weak to Rock type attacks. The best counters are Mega Diancie, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Aerodactyl, Shadow Rhyperior, Shadow Tyrantrum, Mega Tyranitar, Shadow Rampardos, Shadow Gigalith, Shadow Landorus, and Shadow Aerodactyl. And for the budget counters, I would recommend Tyrantrum, Rhyperior, Gigalith, Rampardos, Aerodactyl, and Archops. And Mega Heracross is weak to Psychic, Fairy, and double weak to Flying type attacks, so the best counters are going to be Mega Rayquaza, Rayquaza, Shadow Salamence, Shadow Moltres, Mega Salamence, Enamorus, Shadow Staraptor, Yveltal, Mega Pidgeot, and Shadow Ho-Oh. And for budget counters, you could use Salamence, Braviary, Staraptor, Hisuian Braviary, Unpheasant, and Honchkrow. All of these Megas can actually be soloed with the best counters level 40+, but I would recommend a 2nd trainer if not. And do remember, if you can, party up to use Party Power because it does make the raid a lot easier. And for the 5-star Shadow raids, Shadow Latios is the 9th best Psychic type with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, and it's ranked 21 in the Master League. Now for whichever Pokemon you do decide to focus on during this event, you are going to need Candy and Stardust to power them up. But how can you maximize Candy during this event? Well, there are no specific Candy bonuses for this event, but as I mentioned before, Weedle has a Spotlight Hour on the 4th at 6 PM, and it features 2 times Transfer Candy, so a good time to clear out your storage and get some extra candy at the same time. Outside of this, I would recommend using Pineapple Berries to catch Pokemon, and not only that, you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with the Pokemon you're catching to increase the amount of Candy, Candy XL, and XP you get per catch. Now this is mostly a bug and a grass focused event, so I would recommend Mega Evolving either of these types. For bugs, you could Mega Evolve any of these Pokemon. Mega Evolving one of these will get you more candy for Paris, Carablast, Shelmet, Tarountula, Scolipede, Beedrill, Pinsir, and Heracross. For the grass types, you could Mega Evolve any of these, and they will get bonus candy for Paris, Cottony, Petilil, and Leavanny. And do remember to Mega Evolve a Pokemon that is at the max Mega level to get more Candy XP and chance for Candy XL. And trading can get you extra candy depending on the distance between the locations where the 2 Pokemon were caught. But this season, because of the seasonal bonus, every trade will get you an extra candy and a guaranteed Candy XL. And if you happen to trade on Sundays during this event, you can benefit from Trade Days, which is a mini event that happens on Sundays only during this season, and it offers these trading bonuses. Regarding Stardust, there are no Stardust bonuses for this event, but Paris is a Stardust boosted Pokemon that gives 500 Stardust per catch, and not only is it going to be a common spawn in the wild, but it will also be in Field Research. So if you encounter any from Field Research, you can run for them to put them in your Field Research stack, and then wait until a Stardust boosted event like a Community Day with 3 times catch Stardust, and then you can catch all of the Paris in your Research stack with a star piece active. And for XP, there are a few things you can take advantage of to get more XP. Firstly, you will be getting 2 times XP from spinning Pokestops, so it's a good idea to go to an area where you haven't played before and spin a load of Pokestops that you haven't spun before. You can also take advantage of the Carablast and Shelmet spawns to mirror trade a load of them, and take advantage of the 0 candy evolution cost when there's a 2 times XP Spotlight Hour. But also because of the seasonal bonus, we will be getting more XP for friendship level increases. So it's definitely worth interacting with as many friends as you can each day to hopefully raise those friendship levels. Getting to best friends with a lucky egg active will get you 300,000 XP. And if you are looking to eventually get to level 80, you do need 50 platinum medals. So here are some you can work on during this event in particular. With the bug and grass type Pokemon spawns, it's a good chance to work on your platinum bug catcher and gardener medals. If you haven't raided any of this event's raid bosses before, this could help you with your rising star medal. And as some of the mega raids are soloable, it's a good chance to work on your champion platinum medal. With the lure module bonus, it's definitely worth using lure modules during this event, and it can help you get your picnicker platinum medal. If you're looking to hunt Paris in research for Stardust, this will help you with your Pokemon Ranger medal, and getting the new Tarountula and Spidops will help you progress your Paldea medal. And if you did find this video helpful, I do recommend checking out this video on the screen next, and I'll catch you in the next one.